Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to ground your guitar. So this guitar done lots of mods to, probably seen the videos, and it's not correctly grounded 100%. So I need to ground the bridge, the tunematic bridge, which I didn't do previously. So I'll be going over that today. I'll be doing that in this video, but I'll also be going over all the other grounding you need to do. So I'm going to show you the grounding that you need to do that I've already done, and then I'll do my own. So of course, under your pickguard you have your pickup. Well, maybe it's on the back of your guitar, I don't actually know. But here's mine. It just has one wire. Your pickup might be split into a couple separate wires. But this wire goes to the switch. I'll move it this way, this is easier. Now it doesn't actually do any switching because it's just a single coil, so it doesn't actually need to do anything. However, what does need to happen, regardless if you have a switch or not, is it needs to be grounded to the back of the tone pod or volume pod. So that's what that white and that silver wire is there. That's just grounded to the that's the pickup grounded to this. You don't need to ground, well, some you might have to, but in this case, this 5-way selector switch, you just need to have the wires going from the pickup to the volume and as well the ground. But don't, this little blue wire here, this is actually sending the signal. But that white and silver wire is the important one. Furthermore, I also have a volume kill switch. Sorry, this also needs to be grounded. So as the two black wires come from it, there's one attached to the lug, the middle lug of the potentiometer, and another to the back of it. So for focus, that big blob of solder there, that's grounded. And the third on the volume comes from the trem claw, which I used to have a tremolo system in this. I took it out. So if you have a tremolo system, that also needs to be grounded to your volume pod. So basically everything needs to center to the volume. Everything needs to be grounded to the back of the volume. Can do the sides, but the bottom is best. The bottom is best. The last one you need to do is on the volume, the output jack. So you see there's two lugs here. One is right at the top. This left one is right. You can see the metal plate at the top. The right one is sandwiched between those two plastic washers. The one on the right is the actual output signal. Your left one is your grounding. So from the volume, this secondary blue wire, that's going through there and splits and needs to be grounded to the left. Now, so if you have all that, then you're fine. Like I was saying, I need to ground the bridge. I haven't done that. If you have a tunematic bridge, you need to ground it to one of the posts. And if you have a normal Strat style, if you have a Telecaster plate, that plate needs to be grounded. If you have a Stratocaster with a tremolo, then only the trem needs to be grounded, because basically the strings has an electric current, kind of. That's not exactly how it works, but anything that would interfere needs to be grounded. So the strings pass through the bridge, no matter what bridge you have. The bridge needs to be grounded. And of course, in the case of a tremolo system style, the strings, they'll be on the block, and then they'll be attached to the springs, and then it attaches to the tremolo arm, or the claw, sorry. So that's how that works. But anyway, that's just a quick rundown of all the things you need to do, all the grounding you need to do. Now I'm going to do my own grounding. So I'm going to desolder that, and then I'm just going to solder it just to the side of this one. So yeah. So you can just about see the wire just poking there. I didn't actually solder it. I don't know if other people have had this problem, but I literally just couldn't get it to, like, I tried scratching up the thing. That's a good tip to have. Scratch up the metal to improve your solder sticking, but I just couldn't get it to stick, whatever. So instead of doing that one, it made more sense, and I probably should have done it in that one anyway. But it's just, I just pushed it through and then just hammered in the ferrule again. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do, as a side thing, so that's grounding. If you're happy with that, the video, then that's that. I'm going to do some more mods, such as I'm replacing this pot with a new one. This is a full-size one, as you can see, CTS 250K. And you're also going to see the grounding if you do continue here. Maybe you can see it a little bit clearer with the new pot, because this is quite messy, this is quite amateur. And also the actual live wiring too. So I'm going to do that now. And yeah, so a little, I guess, I don't know, hack, whatever you want to call it, is if you desolder all the ground wires first, or the live wires too, it doesn't matter which way, but if you just do one of one and then you solder them all into this one, you know what wires are ground, what wires are active or whatever, just as a little way just to keep note of it quite easily. I mean, obviously you can just remember the colour of the wires, you know, there's only one blue wire, there's only one red wire, whatever, white, you know, but I guess maybe for the black wires, but whatever, if you have lots of wires, you know, and coming from here and stuff, maybe it can get a bit more confusing. But that was a little side note. This pot was £8 or so on Amazon, and I probably recommend these the most. This is literally just a CTS. On Amazon it was listed just as a normal CTS pot, CTS 450 250K, but then when I got it, I got like a pick, like a complimentary guitar pick, and it was like it came from Music Lily. So I think most pots probably come from that. Like I did see the Music Lily also selling pots, but this wasn't officially them, the one that I ordered. But I think most manufacturers come from them. And as far as I'm aware, most other pots, if you read the other reviews, like there's Fender, there's Damasio, other like big name brands, they all have like their own, they sell their own pots with their name on it. But then when a lot of people say is when they get them, they think they are just normal CTS pots. So, you know, basically I'm just saying don't worry about the big names, big brands, because they probably are just all the same, and it's only a pot at the end of the day. It's, you know, if you're having one of these micro ones, definitely change it out. If not, don't really worry about big names. There's like a Jim Dunlop one for like £20, and it's like, you could just save half that money and just get, you know, one of these. It's 10%, what is it, 10% like control or something it doesn't have, I don't know, I can't remember, 10% something, so it's not the most accurate, but it's not exactly, you know, it's going to be better than that. So if you have a cheap guitar, this is a very easy mod, very cheap mod too, and it can easily improve your tone. So yeah. Okay, so not only have we swapped out the potentiometer, we're also swapping out the pickup. It's, as you can see, 2 wires, a red one and the white and the silver one, exposed one. That's ground, that's hot. Just in case you were still watching for the electronics or whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna solder these out. So basically just do the exact same thing, solder, yeah, it's the exact same wiring as this current one, so there's not exactly much to see, so I'm gonna do that. I thought the black would look cool against the black pickguard. I know the silver accents with the chrome bridge and all this does look cool, but I thought I might change it up. I thought this looked kind of cool, so yeah, let me just do that. So one final electronic upgrade that I did was I improved the input jack. So this is the stock one that came with it next to the original one, and there's some minute differences, such as the diameter on this is a lot thinner as opposed to this one. The overall threads on this one is longer than the more expensive one. This is just a standard switchcraft thing. Obviously the material here is slightly different. This is just plastic. I don't know what this is, but it's better. And then, but the most important one, and the one that's actually going to make a difference, is if you see, you know, the length of the actual bit where your guitar is going to plug in. It's going to be a lot more firmly in your guitar, and also some probably improved tone. And just to follow the wires, just to show you, for, you know, clarity's sake, of the wiring, the red is going to the middle lug, you know, along with the switch, the kill switch, and then the black, I know it shows red there, but the black is then going to this lug to ground, and that's it. So yeah, that's another very easy upgrade, very cheap also. Hot Switchcraft output jack. Okay guys, this is actually going to be the end of the video. I know I said I was going to do some more mods, and there is some more mods to do. Aligning this pickup is one of them, and other things like that. However, I realised that this video is getting a bit long, and I demonstrated the purposes of grounding the guitar, and even extra info with you know, some upgrades to do, and how to ground them, and going in a bit more depth. I don't know if you realised, but I basically completely fucked my guitar in the whole process of that, which is not something I've done before. Usually I've been pretty good with it. When I first was doing my mods on my guitar a year ago, I never had any electrical issues. However, this time around I did, and that was, I mean, I think I was just troubleshooting the wrong thing a lot of the time. Basically, I'm pretty sure my jack was just incorrectly wired the whole time. I initially thought it was my pot, because that was already broken. That was due for an upgrade and a replacement, due to the fact, like, if it was basically like 50% volume, anywhere between 25 to 75% volume, it would make an incredibly annoying like grounding, like a buzzing sound, like feedbacking kind of. I don't know why. That was very annoying. So I could only play it properly at 100% or, you know, 25%. Otherwise it was just completely unbearably buzzy or whatever. Then I thought, oh well, maybe it's my pickup, because the pickup originally was pretty cheap, and was also I'd also been like bashing on my guitar, like with these ferrules and stuff like that, because they kept coming out, because they're not very tightly fit in there. So I thought, oh, maybe the guitar pickup's just messed up on the inside and I can't see anything. It wasn't that. And then finally, and I was messing around with the kill switch, replacing, like putting desoldering and everything, and then finally it was the input jack that was the disabled thing in this whole setup, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, it was the last thing I had to do. Though, in terms of the potentiometer and the input jack, they were both good upgrades for the guitar. So, and not something I would have probably done so immediately. The pickup was a bit of a waste of money. There was nothing actually wrong with the first one. I got this cool black one to match the black vinyl. I thought that's a cool look. Maybe I'll go for. I still have the old pickup, because that still worked fine, and this old pickup still works fine too. It's just the wires, I think. Oh, sorry, input jack is fine. It's just the wires are a bit messed up. I have to strip it really far back, or maybe just completely desolder it and put new wires on. But I don't know if that's even worth keeping. Same with the old pot. Well, the old pot actually is not worth keeping because it was broken. But yeah, that's been today's video over the span of about a couple weeks. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Check the links in the description. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.